Do you ever stop and wonder what your final thoughts will be? And I know it's a heavy question, but seriously, when it's all said and done, when you're lying on your deathbed with nothing but the sound of your own breath in the room, what do you think will be playing like a movie in your head? Is it going to be the dreams you chased, the adventures you took, the risks, the wins, the stumbles, the stories you'll laugh about even on your last day? Or is it going to be the things you didn't do? The job you stayed in even though it killed your soul a little more each year? The words you never said to the person who meant everything? The guitar that stayed in the closet untouched? The book you kept saying you'd write someday? The trip you were always meant to take but never booked? Because here's the truth that no one likes to say out loud. We don't die when our heart stops. We die slowly over years. Every time we trade a dream for comfort. Every time we silence the voice inside that says there's more because we're afraid of what chasing it might cost us. We don't run out of time all at once. We waste it, one delayed decision at a time. And the craziest part, we do it while telling ourselves we're being responsible. And it's funny. We think we're doing the right thing, choosing the safe path, the smart path, even the practical one. But deep down, something inside us knows the truth. We're not living our lives, we're surviving them. I once read a quote that stopped me in my tracks, and it goes like this. The goal is to die with memories, not dreams. And ever since then, I haven't been able to shake it. It literally haunts me, but in the best way possible. Because let's face it, everyone has dreams. Everyone. The problem is not everyone turns those dreams into memories. Most people die with their dreams still inside them, untouched, unspoken, unrealized. They don't die empty, they die full of what ifs, full of potential, full of unfinished stories. And what makes it even worse is it's preventable. Because it's not a matter of talent or money or even luck, but it's a matter of choice. And I get it, it's not easy. No one wakes up thinking, you know what, I'm going to play it small today. That's not how it happens. It's subtle. It's slow. Life wears you down. You get responsibilities. You get scared. You settle. You start telling yourself you'll do it later, when the kids are older, when you've saved enough, or when you're not so tired, or even the worst one, when you're finally ready. But here's the gut-punching truth. Ready is a myth. You are never going to feel 100% ready. And if you're waiting for that perfect moment to start living, chances are you're going to be waiting your whole life. Do you really want your life to be defined by waiting? Because while you're waiting for someday, your dreams are quietly slipping away, drifting further and further out of reach until one day you can't even remember what they were. And what's even scarier, you might not notice it happening. It's easy to get numb, to normalize the feeling of unfulfillment, to convince yourself that everyone feels this way, that dreaming is a childish thing, that being practical is more noble than being passionate. But let me ask you something, and I really want you to reflect. When was the last time you felt alive? And I don't mean content or comfortable. I mean electric, awake, so deep in a moment that you forgot what time it was. So in love with what you were doing that it felt like your soul was on fire. When was the last time you had a moment that you knew right then and there that this was going to be a memory? If it's been a while, you're not alone. Most of us are so focused on surviving the week, paying the bills, checking the boxes, and even keeping up appearances that we forget that we're not just here to exist. We're here to experience, to create, to connect, to be moved, to leave behind stories, not just stuff. And here's what really changed my perspective. Reading stories from people at the end of their lives. It's sobering because when you're facing death, the filter disappears. People don't talk about money or houses or resumes. They talk about love. They talk about missed chances. They talk about the dreams they didn't chase. And then they start saying things like, I'd wish I'd taken more risk. I wish I hadn't cared so much about what other people thought. I wish I had lived a life that was true to me. Can you imagine getting to the end and realizing you were living someone else's version of your own life? That's the kind of regret that doesn't fade. And the worst part, it's not dramatic. It's quiet. It's the silence of all the things you never gave yourself permission to do. So how do you fix it? Start remembering that you're still alive. And it sounds obvious, but really think about it. Are you actually living, or are you just not dead? Because there's a huge difference between being alive and just feeling alive. You don't have to make massive dramatic changes to start. You just have to stop putting off the stuff that matters. Stop waiting for a sign. Stop shrinking your life down to what's safe and manageable. You were built for more than that. You were built to feel things. Big, scary, wonderful, soul-shaking things. You were built to love deeply, to chase wildly, to risk boldly, to fall and get back up with the fire in your chest. I don't believe people were meant to be lukewarm, but the world trains us to be. And be careful. Be realistic, be quiet, and be grateful for what you have. Be grateful. But remember that gratitude doesn't mean settling. It means you can be thankful for where you are while still being hungry for more. That's not being ungrateful. That's just being alive. And look, no one's going to hand you a permission slip to start living fully. No one's going to knock on your door and say, hey, today's the day you start chasing that dream. You have to be the one who says, I'm done waiting. You have to be the one who gets in the car or on the plane or in the front of the camera or even up on that stage. You have to be the one who stops dreaming about the life you want and starts building it. And yes, it's going to be messy, it's going to be scary, and it's going to be unpredictable. But those are the ingredients of every great memory. Really think about it. A lot of the best stories in our lives are the ones you tell over and over again, and they always start with the same way, with uncertainty. Remember that time we got lost in a new city? Remember when I quit my job and I had no idea what was next? Remember when we took a chance and everything changed? Those moments started as fear, but they became your most treasured memories. That's the trade-off. You often give up safety, but you get your story. You give up comfort, and you get life. So if you're stuck right now, if you're watching this and feeling that ache, that pull in your chest, good. That means something inside you is waking up. That means your dreams aren't dead. They're dormant. And they're waiting for you to remember them. So remember them. Really close your eyes and ask yourself, if nothing stood in my way, what would I do? Then open your eyes and realize nothing is actually in your way, except fear. And fear is a liar with a loud voice. It will tell you that you're too old, that it's too late, that no one will care, that you'll fail. But here's the twist. Fear doesn't mean stop. It means go. It means you're close to something that matters. So don't numb that feeling. Don't run from it. Walk through it. Run with it. Let it light the fire under your feet. Because your life is not a rehearsal. This is it. Right here, right now. This breath, this heartbeat, this chance. And maybe no one told you this before, so I will. You are allowed to want more. You're allowed to chase your dreams, even if no one else understands them. You're allowed to start over, even if it scares you. You're allowed to change directions, even if it disappoints people. You're allowed to live a life that creates memories that make you smile on your deathbed. Not because you played it safe, but rather because you kept it real. Because you dared to turn dreams into memories. So what is it going to be? Don't let it be another year of saying someday, but rather let this be the year you finally say, I'm going for it. You don't have to climb Mount Everest. You don't have to be famous. You just have to be fully you. That's what makes the best stories. Not perfection, but presence. So really go. Live a life that when it ends, the only thing left unsaid is, that was one hell of a ride. Because the goal was never to die rich or popular or perfect. The goal was to die with memories, not dreams. If this spoke to you, if even one sentence hit you in the gut, don't let it just be another video you watch and forget. Take it as your sign, your reminder, your spark. Don't keep your dreams on a shelf. Go make them real and then tell the story, because your life is worth remembering. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. In the meantime, stay humble, be blessed, and keep going.